All right, I am live. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Chris, and this is my channel. We love comics. Tried to do this video earlier, but for some reason the internet wasn't working right, so I had to redo everything. So I apologize if you started watching the live show and it just ended. That wasn't my fault. That's how computers and internet work sometimes. But today I'm going to show, if you've seen my videos over the years, you know that on my shelves I literally have hundreds of boxes of comics that I've ordered throughout the years, even going back as far as me living in New York, where for some reason or another I just did not open them. I guess basically I saved them for rainy days or days where I could not get any new comics, and that might be the case for just a little while. Most of the time I would write down on the outside of the box what's in them and the prices and everything, but a bunch of times for whatever reasons I forgot to do that. So I have a couple of boxes that I thought I would take off the shelves. I have no idea what's in them, and we're going to open them up and discover what's inside. I doubt there's any mega keys in them, but you never know, because I remember one time I did a video like this and a box had a New Mutants 98 in it that I totally did not know whatever happened to, and I guess found out when I opened it, so you never know. But I figured before the auction tomorrow, I thought I would do some comic unboxings, and people seem to like them, so why not give that? So before I do that, I want to give people a chance to see that I am live. I always give a shout out to my Patreon members. If you want to be a Patreon member of mine and support my channel and all the things that I do, you can go to patreon.com/WeLoveComics. And what I do is, no matter what amount that you contribute, it could be the bare minimum if you want, which is I think $2 a month. Every single video I do, I will do a shout out. Now, I won't give your full name because I don't want to give out people's personal information, but I'll do your first name. Or if you want to have me do a link to maybe your eBay store, YouTube channel, or social network, let me know and I could do that for you, and I'll do it as long as you're a Patreon member for every video that I do. So let's give a shout out to my Patreon members. Currently I have 8 members. We got Carl, we got Sith, we got Scott, Michael B, Kevin W, James R, newer one that just joined in recently. Well, it was a Patreon member for a while, but just came back recently, Herbert R. And then last but not least, if you have Instagram, check out SilverAgeServer_comics and tell him We Love Comics sent you. He really appreciates anytime somebody follows him on Instagram. So if any of the people that I named would like me to mention their YouTube channel instead of just their first name, or I could do the first name and also that, I don't care. That's my way of saying thank you to contributing to my channel and helping me feed the stray cats that I take care of outside every day, rain or shine. I'm looking to acquire some Grails via trade. I just did a video earlier this week, or the end of last week, showing a bunch of updated comics that I would be willing to trade. Mega key books in there. Hopefully you'll check it out. Anything is not off the table, so if you see anything on the shelves or in previous videos that you think might help you decide to do a trade with me, I'm looking for books like Amazing Fantasy 15, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles #1 first print, and all the others you see on the screen right there. So if you have any of these or know anybody that has maybe an extra of these books and would like to try and acquire some other comics without having to spend a dime to buy them and without having to pay a dime in taxes, trades are a great way to go, and I'm not going to give up until I at least get one. I'd love to get them all, but hey, if I do all this and it takes 5 years and I only get one of them, I'm not going to be disappointed. I want to show people that you don't necessarily just need to have large sums of cash to be able to get the things you want. So as long as you're persistent and consistent, and you offer good things to be able to get good things, miracles can happen. So let's keep that going. All right, so I also want to remind people that I am doing my live auction tomorrow. That's at 3 p.m. Eastern Time, so that's Friday the 21st. Now, I did a video just the other day, a sneak peek of all the comics that I'm going to be putting in that auction. Amazing Spider-Man #6, first appearance of the Lizard, has been sold. And if you don't know how that happens when the auction hasn't started yet, well, the whole purpose of the sneak peek is for my power viewers and ultra power viewers, or anybody that watches my videos. If they watch that video, they can send me an offer. And if it's an offer I think is fair, I can absolutely allow you to purchase that book before the auction, so you don't have to worry about missing out or being outbid. I do accept payment plans, so for people that might be a little strapped for cash, I can give anywhere from a 4 up to 6 month payment plan with no interest. Keep in mind also, I don't charge taxes like eBay does. So if you see a sale on eBay of a book that's worth about $1,000, you're probably paying about $175 to $200 extra in the eBay taxes. So keep that in mind. I always make sure that my books are listed at the absolute either lowest of what's for sale on eBay and potentially the lowest that's been sold. Now, things are changing lately, and I want to give a shout out to Mighty Comics and Collectibles, because I saw his video today and he talked about the fact that now it's rumors at this point. Nothing is confirmed until it's on screen, so anything can change. But they're saying the Green Goblin might end up in the MCU. So I might be holding off on my Amazing Spider-Man 14 via the trade, but it shows at any moment you could be sitting there waiting for a deal, and all of a sudden an announcement's made, and your opportunity to get something at a cheap price goes out the window. So I know everybody wants a deal and is waiting for the lowest price, but there's also times where you could be waiting for too long, and then all of a sudden something like that comes up and the price doubles overnight. That can happen. It has happened. So be very careful about that. So if you want to see my auction tomorrow, if you could at least share it, it really helps, because it's my only source of income. And I would really like to be able to do something and show people that you can achieve your dreams and not have to work for the man, not have to pay taxes on things. So check me out at peacefulfeelings@yahoo.com with an email if you want to do a trade. So with that being said, hello everybody. I look like a mess. It's been a stressful week. Well, more than a stressful week, but hey, what are you going to do? All right, so I want to welcome some of the people that are in the live chat. If you want to join the live chat, at the end of the video, I always do a surprise subscriber shout out. Now, don't let the name fool you. You don't have to be a subscriber to be able to get the shout out, because I'm not really going to check. If you want to hit subscribe, awesome. If not, that's thoroughly fine. As long as you're watching, I appreciate it. But all you have to do is just leave any kind of comment in the live chat during the live show. Basically, the more you do, the more likely I'm going to see your name and give you that shout out. So let's say hello to who's here right now. We got Life is Good, Gotham City Comics, and Kendall Kid. I can't even speak today. All right, so let's get into some of these boxes. I just randomly picked some of them on the shelf, and just to show you, I mean, I have multiple shelves. I mean, these are all comics that I've never opened. And that's just some of them. That's just one shelf that you see. I mean, if there's ever like a Holy Grail, I'll open it right away. So I doubt any of these are going to be Holy Grails. But hey, you never know. Now this one, for example, is I usually write down what it is and the price I paid. This one, I just wrote Marvel Comic Lot, $3.25 each. So I doubt there's a Hulk 181 in this one, but I don't know what's in here. This was mailed out. Does it have a date? It does not. But this has been years ago. Probably at least 3 years. So I guess I bought a thing of generic comics for $3 each. I guess it had to be the time when I had either my comic mystery box, which actually I still do. I have Marvel mystery boxes that I still sell. Link is in the description. You can go to my web store. But I was probably buying some cheaper comics for the $25 level. And also, it could be also when I had my flea market when I first moved here to Florida. But let's see what we got in here. So these were $3.25 each. All right, first up, we got the X-Men. This is the quote-unquote limited series. X-Men number 2. X-Men number 3. All right, that's not bad. X-Men number 4, First Omega Red. Not bad for $3, and that looks like it's in pretty good condition. Now, it does have the little indent here, but it does not break color, so that could be pressed out. Other than that, looks pretty sharp. Who knows? Could that be a 9.8 at some point? I mean, not mega key, but, you know, still. X-Men number 5. God, how many of you, if you're my age, have multiple copies of these? Spider-Man number 6. The Todd McFarlane run. Number 7. Number 10 with Wolverine. I remember that was a big thing. Number 8. Spider-Man 9. This one has 2 comics in it. Wolverine number 41. That's not a bad one. That's probably about a $10 book. And number 32 of the Wolverine series. 67. Wolverine 95. I'll tell you, I'm sure many people agree. I stopped collecting around 94, 95 because I hated this computer artwork nonsense. It just wasn't appealing to me anymore. X-Men number 9. All new, all different Avengers number 5 without a backing. All new, all different Avengers number 3. Number 4. Number 7, like the cover. Same with this one. Number 6. All new Inhumans. What issue? Number 2. And number 1. So that one, except for that one book, nothing really stellar, but that's quite all right. I mean, this one, if it ever came back a 9.8, could be worth the whole entire run. So X-Men number 4, First Omega Red, does have some pressable defects, but you could still get 9.8s with that as long as they don't break color. So for $3.25 each, not bad. All right, next up. This shows that this one's been a while, because remember when I had that deal with Southside Comics, and they used to give me free comics for promoting their business. Never knew what happened to them because I haven't heard from them in years. But I used to get comics from them for free. So we got Moon Knight number 2, regular and variant. This is the Tyler Kirkham cover. So you got the trade dress and you got the Virgin variant. So like I said, I got that for most likely for free, and I did order stuff from them from time to time. All right. It doesn't say anything. It's a bigger box. Could be a graded book for all I know. But we'll find out. And yeah, if you want to check out my auction tomorrow, hopefully people will spread the word for me, because it will help. And you can also, like I showed with the mystery boxes, I just put the link. I do anything from a $25 mystery box up to my platinum mystery box, which is $5,000. And let's just say you won't get any generic comics in that. Alright, so let's see. We got a bunch of comics in this one. It doesn't look like they put a receipt, so I will have no idea what the price is, whatever these are. But let's open this bag. Alright. See what we got. They put them all upside down. Okay. Let's check these out. These were once valuable. They're all the same. There's 2 different comics. They are Amazing Spider-Man 55. first print, and I believe this is the second print. So I would have no idea what I paid for these. I probably paid cover price, because as you can see, there's a bunch. I'm sure if I did some digging, I probably would be able to find out how much I paid for them. Now let's do one more. It's another box worth of comics. And anyone kind enough that hit the like button, I thank you. Hopefully people will be able to leave comments. I do read them, and it does help my channel grow. All right, this one looks like it'll be a decent one. Well, not killer, but this is a series that I would highly recommend getting. All right, let's see. I think this is the entire set. But I do not know what I paid for it, but I'm sure I got it cheap. Alright. This is actually a set I would highly recommend people get. This is Avengers vs. X-Men, issue 0. Then you have 1 through 12. So the complete set of Avengers vs. X-Men, I probably paid about $3 or $4 a piece when all said and done. But especially with the X-Men coming to the MCU, I have a feeling that eventually you'll see an Avengers vs. an X-Men movie, and most people will then start pouncing on these books, and that's when the prices skyrocket. So the idea is to, get them before that happens. Now, I actually have another complete set where every single issue is signed with about 5 or 6 different signatures on each one. I think I sent in issue number 1, and it came back, I think, a 9.6. But each issue has about between 5 and 6 different signatures on it. So that's a whole nother one that I have. But this is absolutely a series of books that you can get cheap. And there are variants of this. I have the variants too. I have a CGC 9.8 that's either double or triple signed, where it's half black and white. I forget the name. I think it's some toy variant. I forget what they called it. But that's a rarer book. And still, it's not cheap, but it's cheap for a 9.8. But absolutely a book that people could still acquire and get relatively cheap compared to if they do a movie. Ken Morrissey is here, says Captain Crunch. You changed your name. Welcome. Good to see you. So, yeah, that's absolutely a good book series to get now. So there you go. All right, so we're going to do a little bonus one for my subscribers. This one is not a big deal as far as value, but I bought so many of these because I know, or at least at the time I had a feeling, this group is going to come to the MCU. Now, you never know what's going to happen. They could even say it's going to happen and they can change it, or it's not good, or yada, yada, yada. But the best time to take a chance on a spec book is when no one's thinking about it and nobody cares about it, because then you can get them for super cheap. And that's absolutely what I did with this book. And like I said, I've purchased probably 30 or 40 of these. This is Excalibur. This is the special edition. So the first appearance of Excalibur, signed by Chris Claremont. Now, it doesn't have a certificate of authenticity, but like I do with any signatures, I always verify them by checking. And the best way to check is go by CGC witnessed comics that were signed in front of CGC employees. You have a 90% chance of them being accurate. So I've compared the signature and looks legit. But I paid with shipping and handling. And I don't know if they had taxes when I bought this, because this was a couple years ago. I paid $15 for this book. So just for the signature alone makes it worth it. Now, there is, and this isn't it, but they also have a no-price variant that is, I believe, a newsstand. Now, I don't know if this is also a newsstand. Not all newsstands have that no price variant, but you can always tell on the back, okay, it's not a newsstand because it would have the barcode, but this looks to be in great shape. 9698 potential. Doesn't look like it's ever been opened, and especially because the back is all black, there's not any scuffing. So Excalibur, you know, could they be the next Guardians of the Galaxy if they come out in a movie or a TV show? Who knows? But, I mean, you got X-Men characters in here, like Phoenix and Nightcrawler. You got Captain Britain, and Alan Davis artwork. This, I actually used to really love Excalibur. When I went to college, it was one of the subscriptions I got from Marvel to get the comics sent to my dorm at the time. So this is an Alan Davis story. There's also Kitty Pryde. I forget who she is. But they're saying Excalibur's coming to the MCU. Who knows what happens? But obviously, if they do, you know what's going to happen to books like this. They're going to start shooting up in price. And to get, like I said, between a 9.6 and a 9.8 signed version of this book for $15 after all taxes and everything said and done, I mean, even if it doesn't work out, what did I lose? $15 that I spent probably 3-4 years ago? I think it's worth taking the chance on. So those are the books. You could see how shocked my AI art is. I wanted to try and do something with some facial expressions. So if you want to comment on my AI art, I would always love to hear your opinions. I hope you will check out and participate in my live auction tomorrow. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, I did a sneak peek video just a day or two ago, and you have the opportunity to make an offer for any of the comics before the auction happens. Remember, I don't charge taxes. I also can offer up to 6-month payment plans with no interest. And your books will be held until you make the payments, and they get sent out within 1 business day of final payment. Obviously, you could pay earlier if you need to. And I ship everything almost bomb-proof, because anybody that's ever ordered from me knows that everything arrives safely. And there's plenty of people that have done unboxing videos. So if you check We Love Comics unboxings, you might see other people's channels show some of the stuff they've purchased from me. So the auction is tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. You can contact me at peacefulfeelings@yahoo.com if you want to make an offer on any of the books. And like I said, Amazing Spider-Man #6, first appearance of the Lizard, has been sold already. Somebody that's purchased it from me before decided to make an offer, and I thought it was fair. I'm not going to talk the prices because this person will probably do a video, and I don't want to take that away from them, especially if they don't want to mention the prices. But I'd love to see you there, or at least if you can, let other people know, because it is helping me. It's a way to help out my channel, especially even if you can't bid on anything, and help me be able to continue doing what you love. So if you do, you can hit the like button, you can hit subscribe, but let's do today's surprise subscriber shout out. And considering we only have a few people in the live chat, and it's not letting me scroll back up, so I apologize. We're going to go with Ken Morrissey. You are today's surprise subscriber shout out. So if you want to post a link to one of your YouTube videos or YouTube channel, you could put that in the comments section. If you don't have that, or you'd prefer to put a link to one of your social networks, you can do that instead. And if you'd rather do a link to one of your, if you have an eBay store or an Amazon sale, I'll leave it up to you. As long as it's kid-friendly and appropriate for all ages, I do not mind helping. I do not promote like prank channels or adult content, because I want to make sure it's suitable for all ages. So when you hit a link in the comment section, it will go straight to spam, because I have to verify it. Keeps the trolls from putting any spam or inappropriate content on my channel. Once it's been approved, it will show up in the comment section. So if anybody sees a comment, it means that it has been approved. So go check them out. Go support them. Now, also keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, if you're going to leave a comment, if you're one of the surprise subscriber shout-outs, don't just put the link. Describe yourself. Say hello. Introduce. Put some effort into it. And people will more likely click on your link than something that just shows a link that they don't know where it's going to take them. So even though they know I'm going to approve it, there's no incentive. So the more you put out, the more you get back. So shout out to my Patreon members. And again, if you want to be one of these people on here for every video that I do, you can join in at patreon.com/WeLoveComics. And if you want me to promote a YouTube channel or a web store or whatever instead of just your name, just let me know at peacefulfeelings@yahoo.com. All right, guys, let me know what you thought about the thumbnail. Thanks for watching. I hope I'll see you tomorrow. Hopefully you'll participate. And don't forget, it is not you, it is not I, it is We Love Comics. Leave in the comment section if you've watched the video to the end, if you're a power viewer or ultra power viewer. And don't forget, it's not you, it is not I, it is We Love Comics. Thanks for watching, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your day. And